Hello, I'm Sam McAlpin. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Uh, just wanted to bring some news to y'all's attention. Earlier this week, Fort Payne native Teddy Gentry, bass guitarist and co founder of the country music group Alabama, was arrested and taken to jail for the possession of approximately 4 joints. We learned 3 things from this arrest. Number one being that famous music stars do indeed smoke marijuana in their spare time. Number two, being that the arresting officer on this case is indeed a giant tool bag. And number three, being that you can and will be arrested quicker for small amounts of pot in this great county than you would be if you were to sexually molest a child. I don't know about you guys, but I think he should pose extra proud in his quarterback drug bust photo op with the boys. Hashtag my DeKalb. Hashtag just say no. Hashtag no more drugs. Hashtag dirty dopers. Hashtag back to blue. Hashtag Blue Lives Matter. It's important to note that this man was indeed 70 years old. So while our tax dollars could go to better things like getting meth off the street, child molesters, etc., 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 a 70-year-old man that wanted to smoke a tiny, tiny joint was taken to jail. He was then immediately released upon his own recognizance. It's insane to me that he was arrested for pot in 2022 in DeKalb County. I'm sure they'll get a great chunk of change out of this man when he goes to color code for the next 3 months, and he'll probably never smoke pot again. In other news, 2 Cherokee County men, Jason Mallett and Terry Hawkins Jr., were both brutally beaten by police officers, both on and off duty, at Easy Street Bar and Grill in Center, Alabama. The officers filmed performing the attack, which I posted earlier on my YouTube page, include members of the Center and Leesburg police offices as well as the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office. In a direct quote from the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office, after being elbowed, in a direct quote from the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office pertaining to Hawkins, after being elbowed in the neck until he was unconscious on the ground, and I quote, this is from the Sheriff's Office, I quote, Hawkins continued to resist arrest after the taser deployment, and an off-duty deputy, this is my part, wearing a pink shirt and drunk in public, deployed 3 elbow strikes, a technique that officers are trained in the academy. He performed the 3 elbows to the neck of Hawkins, and he then complied and was handcuffed. End quote. Now, that's a quote from their sheriff's office. I posted the video earlier. You can look at it. The man was on the ground. There were probably approximately 4 to 5 officers on him. We could get into the argument, and did he deserve to get beat up? Probably. Was he more than likely drunk on a Saturday night at a bar? Well, probably. Probably. More than likely he was. Was he fighting someone when the police showed up? Probably. Most likely. Did he deserve to be beat up, possibly killed on the pavement by getting elbowed in his neck, his spine? No. That's not your job as a cop, fat guy in a pink shirt that probably never been in a fight in his life. That's not your job. Your job is to protect and serve. The officer in pink was most likely drunk as well because he was out drinking earlier and then decided to go out to that bar. Okay, I don't know the whole entire story of why the guy got attacked by the police. I assume he was being a turd. I assume he was being awful and belligerent. Did he deserve to be beat up? Yes, it is not up to the police officers to decide that, hey, we're going to beat this guy up because he deserves it. What if he had been crippled? What if he had been killed? What if he had been killed? It all boils down to poorly trained, underprepared, overly, just super thinking they're cool officers. A lot of this can be prevented if you just get officers on the mat and get them humbled quickly. They need to be humbled. They won't train because they know they're afraid. They think because of the way they act, and I'm not saying all officers, but that officer especially, he elbowed a man in the neck, in the back of the neck, on the spine. I don't mean like behind the ear. I don't mean mohawk line on the head. I don't mean here, in the neck, The guy was laying on the concrete when it happened. It blows my mind. If it was a family member of mine, if it was my brother, I would be angry. They're probably going to catch a lawsuit. So everyone wants to act like I'm not trying to help. I want to help. I think if you're a police officer at all, you should be training jiu-jitsu. You should be sparring with people. You should be doing, you should feel what it's like to deal with a person that's not going to let you do whatever you want to do to them. And the best way to do that is to get in a jiu-jitsu gym and get on the mats. If you're not doing that, you're never going to feel it. You should be grappling with people that are bigger than you. You should be grappling with people that are stronger than you. You should be grappling with people that are more experienced than you and better at getting away from you. At any jiu-jitsu gym in the area, you can literally go in and say, hey, can you guys let me try to put these handcuffs on you? Almost everyone's going to say yes. They're always going to say yes. We want to help. That guy needs to be incredibly humbled. He was probably too drunk to be helping. I don't know what's going to happen moving forward. I don't think anyone does. I do think it can be fixed by getting the officers, both here in DeKalb County, Cherokee County, any other county, on the mats. No one wants to beat you up on the mats. We just want people in there. We want to help you be more prepared to better serve our community. But if you're too lazy, too proud, too afraid to make that happen, things like this are going to keep happening. And the offices, the county, the offices, the city where you live is going to keep losing money and getting sued. It's not how things should be done. That's not your job to decide, hey, that guy deserves to get beat up. I'm going to do it. If he deserved to get beat up, that's not your job. Take him to jail. Once you have a man down and 6 people on top of him, that's not the time to taser, and pop your taser, boss. It's not it. Talking to you, fat guy in the pink shirt, that's not the time to elbow a person in the neck. That's not it. We have to do better. Teddy Gentry never should have been arrested, not for smoking a doobie. Never should have happened. It was a waste of taxpayer dollars. Marijuana is about to be legal here. He's 70 years old. He's 70. If him smoking a little bit of pot was the worst thing he's ever done in his life as a music star, well, then he probably didn't live too bad of a life. I don't know the guy personally. But everyone's welcome at the gym in DeKalb County. Don't be smoking marijuana. You will go to jail for small amounts of marijuana. They might let you out to snitch on your buddies that you bought it from, or if you have enough money. Everything's legal for a price. I guess I wasn't really going to do anything, but I'm already on here. So I'm going to try to watch the Trevor Peek on the Contender Series today. I'll talk about it a little bit. I don't really expect that fight to be hard for him. I really don't. I was going to be on here with Tyler Perea, and Tyler Perea had asked me, Cody Shelton had asked me. I really just didn't want to do it. Didn't want to. Don't care to do it. And it's no one's business why. You know what I'm saying? It's my business. There's a couple of people that know, and I just didn't care to. But, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, like, I have some kind of tie to him and he has some kind of tie to me. So I'm going to watch it and we'll kind of talk about it. This lady did just get a head kick knockout on the Contender Series, so we're probably going to be seeing more of her. She's probably going to get a contract today, which is very, very cool. Her name's Bruna Brasil. She's 8-2-1 on a 7-fight win streak, just scored a head kick knockout. It's pretty awesome, man. It's really cool to see. Man, look how handsome the boy looks. Got me a haircut. We did family photos today. What I did was I was like Leatherface, and I scared the kids at the end, so it was really, really cool. Really excited about that. But that was all I had for really the news in the area. I guess really, if we're talking about it, Trevor Peek is news. He's from this area. He's about to be on national television. People can say whatever they want to say. I've really been, on that kid's ass since, like, we grew up in high school. So we were, like, maybe not best friends, but we were pretty dang good friends. We put away a lot of bottles in high school. Me and him's gotten a lot of fights with each other. For a long time, I was the the sparring partner that he had. We had some really crazy gym wars. I put a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith in him as a fighter. I put a lot of time, effort, and money into the guy, and it's a it's a hard thing to deal with sometimes. The way a lot of things go, and business should stay business, and friends should be friendships. I guess friendship. It's not a personal thing or a bitter thing. Um, there's just stuff that people don't have any idea about, because they're not in the gym. They're not there. They don't know everything that goes on in my life or other people's life. Uh, he is a good fighter for sure. Um, he was in the AFC a lot. I did put him on a lot of cards. Uh, he's probably about to get a contract tonight. I don't see this guy really being a problem for him. The cool thing about the AFC is we've had a lot of people go from here to the bigger stage, to the PFL, the Contender Series, the UFC. We've got Carl Williams, a former champ for the AFC. We've got Trayshawn Gore, a former champ for the AFC. We've got that's Trevor on TV. It's really pretty cool. We've got Trayshawn, Carl Williams. There's more. I'm just having a hard time. We've got Trevor's probably about to be on the big stage. It's really cool considering we're 4 years old, and we've had three fighters, three or more. Or Billy Swanson, Bellator, the PFL. Billy Swanson's been getting out there and getting it, and he was a former champ for us. I think Cam Graham's going to end up getting a call up. I think there's going to be a lot of people from the AFC that we had get the call up because all we did was match tough people. And I don't want to say that like that. All we did was match tough fights. The cream always rises to the top in anything that you do. Every card you can't have nothing but UFC level, Bellator level, ONE FC level athletes. That's not a thing that can happen. That's just not real. But what I did was, and people know about it, is I tried to match very tough. I tried to match everyone tough, even me. I could have my wife matched the card I was on. She very well could have gave me something easy to do. I instead got Trey Manley. And I was asked after, did you really think you was going to win? Well, yeah. I thought I was going to beat the shit out of him. I thought I was going to wreck his life. And I still think I could today. I never overmatched anyone. It was always, man, this is what we got. This is what we got. This is what you got. You can win, but you might not. You can win, but you might not. And that's fighting. That's what fighting is. Anyone can put together a fight card. Anyone in the world can put together a fight card. That's not hard. It's hard to match evenly matched fights. How else do you say it? How else do you say it? Not everyone can match them evenly. Not everyone can stay unbiased. Not everyone can tell the story. That's when you get that next level stuff, and that's just the truth of it. I don't think the only guy will ever be. I got a lot of grief because they were like, "Well, you're matching Trevor's your guy. You're bragging about him." Well, we were friends for 12, 15 years, and I did build this platform, and I put him at the head of it. So yeah, I guess kinda, but I never booked him to just win. It always needed to be hard. If it's not hard, then if you've got a dog and the dog fights chihuahuas constantly, right? It's a pit bull and it fights chihuahuas. And then all of a sudden it runs up on another pit bull or a Great Dane or a Rottweiler or some kind of other mean dog. That dog's going to tuck its tail and run. So I've always tried to keep people chomping at the bit. I wanted it to be hard. And that's why I think this fight will be easy for Trevor. The guy he's fighting is 5-0, and that's important to know. That's important. He is 5-0, 5 wins, no losses. But when you look back at the guy's record, every guy that guy's fought, he's 5-0. Not one of them has a win as a pro, except maybe one. You look at Trevor's record, there's a one or two that's 1-2, but for the most part, it's guys like Ben Brewer. It's guys like, and even the people with not great records is guys like Chris Mims, who have extensive kickboxing records, who can cripple you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's badass people to keep you chomping at the bit. A guy that doesn't get near enough credit is Jeff Powell. He's never got enough credit. When he was here in DeKalb County, he should have been getting tons of credit. I love Logan Neal. I really do. I'm watching the Contender Series now. In the highlight video, it's Logan Neal warming Trevor up, which is very cool. But at the end of the day, from what I've been told, the group that Trevor trains with is in a group called a Gogi. It's actually supposed to be pronounced a Goj, but it's a group called a Gogi in Tennessee. A great group of people down there. People like Andrew Sturdivant, people like Carter Beekman, Trevor Peaks there, Logan Neal, Greg Hopkins, etc. It's so many good people. But from what I've been told, they don't want Jeff in Trevor's corner. They only want a Gogi people in Trevor's corner. That's bullshit. It should always be Jeff. Not one of you can hold pads for Trevor like Jeff can. Not one of y'all made Trevor hit like that. It should always be Jeff in Trevor's corner. He didn't get the respect he deserved in DeKalb County. He doesn't get the respect he deserves in Tennessee. He's the best boxing. He's the best striking instructor, period, ever, anywhere. All of my guys learn the exact same things that Jeff teaches me. I teach them exact same things that he taught me to make them look sharp, to make them look good at kickboxing. The angles are good. The jabs are crisp. Everything's nice. And that's all from Jeff Powell, passed down from Chet Blaylock, passed down from Joe Lewis. It's been in whoever Joe Lewis's instructor was, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The respect should be there for the lineage, just for Chet, Joe, et cetera, et cetera. The respect should be there for Jeff. Put some respect on Jeff Powell's name. He's made people like Sid Wheeler. He's made people like Trevor Peak. He's made me a great coach. I'm going to end up smoking some people next year. He deserves all the respect in the world, and he's never got that. And just because he's not cool, he doesn't hunt deer, he doesn't play football, he wasn't cool in high school probably, and that is unfortunate because there will never be another striking based instructor like Trevor Peak or like Jeff Powell on this planet, especially in this area. It's an insane thing to see. We're watching Trevor Peak walk out now. He's got Jeff Powell and I'm terrible at names. I know who it is. It's Jeff Powell, and it's Handsome Jiu-Jitsu from Agogi. I can't remember his name right off. I just don't know. I know who he is. I see him. I'd say hello. Yeah, someone bet $1,000 on Trevor. If they win, if Trevor wins, they'll get 37-10, which is cool. Someone's got Trevor Peak by decision plus 750. I don't see that. By first round finish plus 500. If you're smart and you're betting and you still have time to bet, go take your money, put it on Trevor real fast, and you should come away with a little chunk of change. I think Trevor's going to smoke this cat out. I really believe that. Yeah. I didn't really want to do this at all, but I just did. So we're here, man. Trevor's a heck of an athlete. Hits very hard. He's very aggressive. But the thing where he beats almost everybody is he has a second gear that most people just don't have. A third gear, even a fourth gear, even that almost nobody has. And you can get him in a bad spot. You can hurt him, etc., 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 etc. But he chomps down on that mouthpiece. He'll almost like growl at you, and he'll level up in that moment. And it's a cool thing to see. We have our issues, whatever they are, and we don't hang out. We're not friends, It doesn't take away the fact that he's good. Just like whatever our issues, like just like him being good doesn't take away the fact that we have our issues. We're I think again, I don't think this will be a hard matchup for him. The guy that he's fighting does look scary. That's never been a thing to Trevor. He's never sweated people looking scary. He's always chomped at the bit to get somebody scary, and I think he'll win. And I don't think it'll be too hard. I think, and again, the toughness. Even if he does get hurt, even if he does get in a bad spot, it's not. It's never been a thing that makes him quit. I don't think for a second this guy that he's fighting is as good as Ben Brewer. I don't think. I don't think he's as good as Greg Hopkins. Um, and when I made the Greg Hopkins and Trevor Peek fight, everyone, said that Trevor was going to lose, that I matched him up too quick. Everybody did. And I was the only one. And Jeff thought the same thing. Jeff will tell y'all that. I was the only one that thought Trevor would win. I made it 5 rounds because I knew the longer it went, the better it would get for Trevor. And that was the last 5-round fight we ever got to have in the for amateurs in the state of Alabama. Because Greg and Trevor beat each other up so bad. They both went to the hospital after. They both needed, surgery and stuff. It was an insane thing for both guys. They're going now. Trevor in the blue, Lewis in the red. Trevor's getting ready to blast that big one like he does. It's just what he does. Lewis is staying incredibly calm for me, which is good for him. He does look big. A big thing for Trevor that I tell everybody that'll listen is you have to big dog him, but not so much that you make him mad. You have to get pressure on him. You have to keep a really, really high pace on him. You have to, when he hits you hard, you need to hit him hard back. There's his pawpaw, Bruce. Pawpaw's a great man. He really, really is. And he's done a lot for Trevor and a lot of good in my life. And yeah, Pawpaw's a good person. Right now, Lewis is riding Trevor pretty heavy. He's holding him from behind, stuff like that, trying to take him down. He did take him down. Trevor got up. I wish I could hear Jeff. Wonder what Jeff's telling him. He did get Trevor down. He did. And Trevor got back up. He's tough, man. If this guy gets out here and wears himself out, Trevor will wear his head out, is the thing, because that's what he does. Oof. Big takedown from that guy, but I have to wonder, and Trevor's right up every time. I have to wonder how much gas this guy's is using. Have to wonder. Trevor's walking him down, popping him again, looking for takedowns as the other guy, flying knee from the other cat in the clinch. A lot of clinch work from Lewis. Boom, boom. Trevor's popping. Oi! Peek got dropped. Oi! Knee in the head, Peek. Trevor's tough, though, is the thing. Trevor's taking him to the wall. Trevor's tough is the thing. Trevor's tough is the thing. Trevor's tough is the thing. He's got to get mean is the thing. He's got to get angry. Lewis did hurt him. There's no doubt about that. Trevor got kneed in the belly. He's hurt a little bit. It's 2.5 left in this round. Trevor's trying to dog on him a little bit. This guy's better than I thought he would be. This guy's better than I thought he was, just based on the records. Trevor's got to keep the hands up in the exchanges. He's getting hit with elbows and stuff, knees. He's getting hit a lot. Trevor's getting hit a lot. Ref's going to stop it if Trevor don't dog up. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Trevor's tough. There's never been a question about that. Minute 55 left. They're on the ground. Lewis is going to full mount. Trevor's getting up. I would almost imagine right now he's growling at the guy because that's what he does. He growls to get up. It's weird. Sometimes he just gets up. And I don't want anyone to think I'm rooting against the guy because I wouldn't. I've never done that. Again, issues are just issues. Business is business, stuff like that. I've never wanted the guy to do bad. I've never said that. Trevor's aggravated, a little frustrated. He's turning in. He's up. Can't throw a knee yet, but the thing is with Trevor, he might would throw the knee anyway while the dude's down, because like he's mean. He's a mean person is the thing. Boom. The guy is working on him. He's working. The guy's looking for a finish. If he finishes Trevor, he's better than we give him credit for. He's better than we gave him credit for already. It's a good fight. He's hitting Trevor. He's tired too, though. He's getting flowy. Trevor's still here. He's calm. It's nothing crazy. Trevor's calm. The other guy's getting a little flowy, but he's not throwing 100% into his strikes. Lewis isn't. And got us through a spinning kick. You have to wonder how tired he is. 30 seconds normally. And I'd say the first round for sure went to Lewis. I'd love to hear what Jeff Powell tells him. What he tells Trevor in between rounds, because Jeff's that guy. Trevor's out here bombing these shots. I wish he would set him up a little more. The inside leg kicks are working really. Oh, he popped him pretty good. 5 seconds left in the round. I think Trevor knocks him out in the next round. Trevor by knockout next round. Trevor for sure lost the first round. There's zero doubt. Jeff's going to get in his head, say, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Let's do this instead. Stop being so sloppy. Let's get the jab popping. Let's go one inside, 2, 3. He might say 1, 2, 3, 7, chop. You never really know. Jeff's a wizard. But whatever Jeff calls for, Trevor should do. The one thing that we can say is like at Rainsville, it's 100% Trevor's house when he's at Rainsville. It's got to be different going to Las Vegas and fighting people without that energy behind you, those people behind you. So that's got to be a little different. But the guy that Lewis is tired. His head's down. Trevor's sitting up. He gets big-eyed, wild-eyed, almost like an animal, and it's kind of weird to see, kind of scary to see. Lewis's head was down at the end of that round. I think Trevor knock out this round. And if not, that's okay. The other guy's not breathing heavy is the thing, but Trevor's probably chomping at the bit. We'll see what happens. Here we go, ready for round 2. No touch of the gloves there from either guy. Both guys heated. The thing is, here's what I think. I think honestly, probably Trevor's getting going now. I think Trevor could probably make, just looking at this guy's size, I think Trevor could probably make 45 if this guy's making 55. And that would be scary to see. Trevor's popping him now. He's letting the hands go. Oh, he's popping. You know what I mean? He's pop, pop, pop. Everything's not set up. But one thing he'll do is he'll throw a lot. He'll throw like a 1, 2, 3, and then he'll come back with like 1, 2, 3, and then he'll come back knife hand. He'll throw a 2, come back knife hand, and it doesn't look much. Looks like karate shit, but when you're really explosive and athletic, it adds way the mess up. It really, really does. Trevor's got to stop bombing shots like that. He needs to start touching with the jab. He's not touching with the jab at all. He's not. He's showing the overhand, and the overhand's very hard. It's very, very hard. But he needs to start touching the guy. If he'll start touching him, he can start hitting him. Trevor got a takedown. One thing he does good, really, really good, is top control. He's very heavy, almost like a crushing weight. He's throwing elbows now. He's dropping bows. He's very, very heavy, very crushing on the weight. Even in jiu-jitsu matches, he'll show you like, hey, look, I can elbow you in your shit right now. Hey, I can elbow you in your shit right now. He'll show you, hey, I can punch you in your face. And again, a very, very crushing weight to have on you. Very mean, very good in the scrambles. If you get a good, he just need the guy in the head. Just need Lewis in the head. Lewis went down. I think I told y'all knockout second round. Here we go. Yeah, Trevor's finishing the fight now. I think he feels it. He feels that guy's kind of out of here. He feels he's got that guy hurt. I don't think this guy has kind of the same dog as Trevor does. He might, but just feeling that weight on you the way he's crumbling now, I think the ref's about to call it. Trevor's just heavy. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. The guy's got to get really tired of getting beat like that. Yep, ref's about to call it. Guy just rolled to his back. Trevor's going to pop him some now. Bam, bam, bam. I'd say he's got full mount. Trevor's got full mount. Fight's over. We're just waiting now on the ref to call it. Just waiting on the ref to call it. Waiting on the ref to call it. Waiting on the ref to call it. Waiting. It's some ground and pound. Trevor has almost. There you go. Ref called it. Finished second round. Trevor Peek. Didn't expect it to be too hard. He's got some friends and stuff there in the crowd, which is cool. And it's I didn't expect it to be so hard. I'm not surprised. Again, that guy hasn't fought people like Trevor. It's been people that he could just finish and get out. It looked rough for Trevor early, and then it just, as the fight goes on, he gets better almost all the time. Really didn't plan or want to do that. I just didn't. I was already here. Again, another guy from the AFC, now in the UFC. Whole bunch of people, celebrating for him. Congratulations to Trevor Peek and Jeff Powell and Agogi and Trevor's friends and family. Boom, boom. I'm going to hop off here. That's the news for today. That's the news for today. That's what happened. We'll know later in the night if Trevor gets a contract, and then good for him. Good for those guys. Love all y'all. Have a good night. It's Sterling. The guy's name is Sterling. Trevor's other coach is Sterling. Congratulations to Jeff Powell and everybody else, man. Congratulations. See you guys. We'll get some more news in the next day or two, and then keep blowing shit up, man. That's what we do. Love all you guys. Have a good night. Thanks for checking out the video.